Happy Hogmanay, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Gonzo, it's New Year. It's New Year tomorrow. And we thought we'd do a little video just to say a massive thank you to you.
You only confused me slightly then, because I thought, is he released it tomorrow? I had to work out the space-time continuum. It is indeed. This is going live on the 31st on New Year's Eve, so we can preemptively say a Happy New Year to everybody. And we do sincerely wish you all a very, very Happy New Year.
You've had a bit of a crap one.
Horrible year. Honestly, worst year of my life. Can't wait for the thing to strike midnight. Not it make any difference. But dying as soon as midnight, everything's good again. No, I've had a crap year, as so many of you have. It's been crap. Worst year of my life, if the truth be known. But I've got to say, and so this is a genuine thank you, actually, because so many of you guys and girls there got me through this tough time. My business collapsed. There was no business. There was no job. Myself and Geo decided to make this our job. And literally it pays. I know it's annoying, but the adverts and us banging on about OneFootball while shaving our bits and pieces, and in particular the patrons, they literally pay the bills in this house. So I can't thank you enough. But it's not just that. All the words of support and everything. I think you've been absolutely fantastic. And I know for myself, a crap year does. So I honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, seriously, really a much, much better 2022. I mean that sincerely for all of us.
You probably assume this is a little video about Hammers Chat. So you want West Ham stuff, this ain't for you. You just click off. It's a bit self-indulgent, but as Gonzo said, we do genuinely mean thank you. We've both had a big year for different reasons. Gonzo became a single father, essentially, and you've had some not great goings on with health within close people to you, without saying too much. Can I say that? Is that safe? Don't need to edit that out.
I think so. No, that's fine. That's fine.
So it's not been a wonderful year for you, and I almost feel guilty saying it.
I've had a brilliant time.
I've had a brilliant year. I feel bad. Often when Gonzo rings me up and I'm like, "How's things? Oh, this has happened." I'm like, "Oh," and it's like I don't really want to tell him I was at a gig last night. I had a fantastic time. I feel guilty, but no. In January, what people don't know, the patrons know this because we're a bit more open with the patrons for obvious reasons. In January, I quit my job. In February, I moved south of the border. I've been living in England since February. Quite often people say, "What happened to your background and stuff?" Well, I moved down over Hadrian's Wall. Goodbye, Nicola. I moved. So it's big changes for me. Probably the biggest changes I'll ever make in my life. Scary changes. And it literally, as Gonzo says, things literally wouldn't be possible without you guys watching videos and stuff like that. And I'm quite a private person. I try and keep everything away from the TV. What you see on the screen is what you get, kind of thing. Behind that screen, I try and keep it to myself.
Mayhem.
It is carnage sometimes, to be honest with you. The gigs I go to are wonderful, but I can't tell you that because I feel bad. But without people watching the videos, without the patrons, without our sponsors, it wouldn't have been possible. So a massive thank you to everybody, really. OneFootball have been brilliant. I'm afraid you're going to put up with them a bit longer because they've extended the sponsorship for a further 2 months. So they're with us till the end of February now. Manscaped have been really good as well. I've had some really good sponsorships to work with as well.
And ETC as well, Geo. Just they continue. And it's not just ETC. So ETC are West Ham fans, massive West Ham fans as well. And the continued support for Hammers Chat and personal support. Lovely people. So yeah, the support we get off everybody is amazing, really.
To sum up ETC, I remember speaking to the person behind ETC, I don't know, 3-4 years ago now, and we had a mobile phone app. We used to have a phone app, and then things advanced, and we couldn't afford to keep up with the technology as it moves, so we just gave up on it, which is a shame, really, because I still remember that day when I was insistent on making a mobile phone app, and Gonzo rang me up and said, "I'll give you all my family holiday money to go make one." I was like, "Oh, crikey, no pesh." But anyway, we made one. So we wanted a sponsor to recoup some of the costs. And I remember ETC saying, "Oh, what are you wanting?" And we told them how much we wanted. And he said, "Yeah, no problem." And I said, "Yeah, but we don't know what we can offer you in return." We didn't think ETC Sports was like have the same target audience as we did. He said, "It doesn't really matter. I love what Hammers Chat do. Want to support you, kind of thing. I'll take it." And we just couldn't believe it, really. And they've stuck with us since. They moved over to sponsoring videos because the app is no more probably the best sponsors we've ever had, to be honest.
I'm just a little bit conscious that people might be watching this, linking my becoming a single father with me giving you all of the family holiday money. The two aren't linked, basically. The two, Geo got me my holiday money back very, very quickly because he's very clever like that. So just in case you know, no wonder he's on his own. He's gambled all the holiday money. I didn't. It's fine. We had a holiday.
A big year for Hammers Chat, Geo Gonzo. The forum channel's going more and more. The main channel's going more and more. Launched our online store for the first time. We've always had bits and pieces, but it's sort of like, oh, just pay it through PayPal and we'll post it out to you, the kind of thing. We launched our first ever online store, and we had a relatively strong Christmas.
Well, one of those ones where you're still waiting for the figures to come in, really, isn't it? You know, the old Christmas rush and whatnot. But I think the store is amazing. I do. I think the store is really, really impressive. And, you know, Geo is such a massive driving force for this sort of thing, and the store and Hammers Chat in general as well. He's very good at customer service. He's got his head really screwed on, and which is not better than having your head screwed off. Be headless then, wouldn't you, really? Not so good. But one thing we've done at Hammers Chat from day one is there are a lot of, I'm not saying this to drum up as you go and buy something or don't, it's up to you. But no one's got any money now anyway. You've spent it all over Christmas. It's very easy to go and find a company and they will print anything on a t-shirt. Crossed Hammers, HC on it, Hammers Chat t-shirt, right? Great. No. And it's one thing we've never done. The first time we ever got our first ever Hammers Chat t-shirt, myself and Geo wore it and washed it 3 times and ironed it and then had a look afterwards. Has this thing fallen apart? We always source the very, very best materials that we can. And even things like the jigsaw. I mean, Geo was sourcing someone to do a jigsaw, and in the end, there are these big companies that do it. Geo sourced that was the couple in Devon, wasn't it? It was a source.
Yeah, it's a really elderly couple. It's a family-run business in Devon. When I spoke to them, they said they're one of the few remaining companies in the UK that manufacture jigsaws. It's a really little couple, difficult to communicate with because they're an elderly couple, but want to support sort of independent British companies, really.
And it's honestly, it's something that we try and do, even though it'd be sometimes far easier to get someone else to print your t-shirts and not even post it out for you. The amount of times Geo will carry these parcels down to the post office and all the rest of it. So, you know, a lot of blood, sweat and tears goes into it, and a lot of effort from this man with the, well, funny enough, we're wearing one of the t-shirts at the moment.
I am. It's my favourite one, to be honest with you. It's the one I keep wearing all the time now. Every time it's washed, right? You have your favourite t-shirts. When it comes out the wash, you think, oh, I'll wear that. As soon as it's washed, you've got back on again. I'm like that with this at the minute. My Mark Noble t-shirt, I liked it. I'm a bit biased. It's because I thought of this design as well. So I got Charlie to draw and make it for me, and I got it made. And when it came, I put it on. I thought, oh, glad it's turned out this good. But yeah, fantastic year for us. Just want to say a quick thank you to Charlie. There's another couple of people in the background as well that help us out at Hammers Chat. Literally wouldn't be possible without them, essentially. But anything like Chad Gonzo before we disappear?
Well, actually, the watch along there, while you're mentioning Charlie, I think Charlie turns the watch along into a massively successful thing. When we're doing Hammers Chat, sorry, I know it's dragging on the video a bit, but when we're, and it is a bit self-indulgent, but there you go. Apologies, sort of. With Charlie's, when we do the Hammers Chat, it's not always easy to think of new things to say, and but of course we're going to end up repeating ourselves as we do. And I'm always looking for new videos and new things to do. And whilst the watch along is not an original concept that we'd even dare to claim that we invented or for our own or anything like that, on match day is a really big day for, well, not just for Hammers Chat, for anyone that would run any football channel. Match day is a big day. You do a lot of your work on that day. It's where a lot of your material will come from. So we know we have the breakfast show, and then we have a build-up show, which then runs into the watch along, and then we'll have a review and player ratings. A lot goes into it, and actually the watch along is not an easy thing to do. You're active and you're talking for a long time. You've got to be interactive, and you've got to be interactive, got to be likable as well, and you know, and fun and flexible and all those things, and sometimes not even go for a wee for quite a long time. So fair play to Charlie and his bladder, who he's really boosted it and pushed it up there. Not his bladder, the watch along.
Yeah, I know we're just saying thank you over and over, but seriously, earlier this year, myself and Gonzo were on a Sky Sports podcast speaking about Dimitri Payet. Declan Rice was on a review, and I know sometimes you watch something, you think, how the hell have these two blaggers got that? I can assure you, me and Gonzo think, how has us two blaggers got that? It's not lost on us. We're perfectly aware of who we are. He's just a little man in a shed. I'm just an opinionated Scotsman, both sat on a webcam. We're perfectly aware of that, but we've never claimed to be anything else other than that as well. We've been winging it since day one. We're still winging it today. So Hammers Chat turned 7 in November. November 11th the date. I think we're 7 years old now. 6 years of YouTube. This calendar year, both channels combined, over 7 million views. I mean, it's not... I know it's a cliche, right? But it literally wouldn't be impossible. It literally would not be possible without you. Not you, Gonzo, the people watching. But you wanted to say something. I see you.
Yeah, I was. It's a silly little story, really. But no, you're absolutely right. We always appreciate it. It's something Geo will tell you. Something I constantly say to Geo. People, you people could be reading a book, you could be watching Netflix, you could be listening to music, you could be doing any number of things with your spare time, and you choose to watch this nonsense, and it never I say it to Joe all the time, never ceases to amaze me, and we really do appreciate it massively. This will go down as the year I got recognised in a public toilet. Geo, I was in a public toilet in Daventry. Drying my hands, fortunately, rather than doing the full business, finishing up. As you please know, I washed my hands and dried them afterwards. Are you that bloke that does the West Ham videos? Oh, thank goodness that didn't get said 30 seconds earlier. So there you go. I think we've made it, mate.
We've done all right. We do our best anyway. But yeah, seriously, again, for the fifth and final time, thank you for watching the videos, for the patrons. Like Gonzo said, you literally pay our bills. There's no hiding behind it. The sponsorships, Stuart Morris Accountants as well has been a fantastic supporter of us massively behind the scenes and on the screen with Charlie's watch along and stuff like that as well. He's been unbelievable. We owe a lot of people a lot of thanks on the journey of Hammers Chat, and I'm excited to see what 2022 has as well. There's one chat, even Gonzo doesn't know this. There's something I want to do next year that's a charity-based thing that's even bigger and better than the 24-hour stream that we've done. And
it's not a 25-hour stream.
No, it's not 25. It's not a live stream. I'll tell you that. It's completely different. It's got to be something that makes people go, you what? That's why my rule of thumb for something with charity, you've got to do something that is an achievement. You can't, like, sponsor silences and that. It's not that difficult. You're sitting, not speaking. It's not hard. You've got to do something that makes people think, nah, behave, like the 24-hour stream. So the next one has to be even better than the 24-hour stream. And I know what I want to do. So I'm going to go try and make it happen next year anyway. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you.